So I guess the good news here with this snow is it fell while most folks were sleeping overnight, and it's a holiday today. Kids don't have school. Most folks have the day off from work, but the temperatures will be falling. Ice could be a concern this morning for roads that are not treated. Some slick conditions. Joe Cortez joining us now live with an update. He is out and about on this Monday morning. Where are you now, Joe?
Well, Patrick, I'm actually only about 3 feet away from the station. We're staying in the parking lot just for this one hit, and then we're going to head out on the roads. But Rhode Island has been prepping their trucks. They have about 140 snow plows that were ready for this entire storm coming in over the weekend. And we took a look out here. We're looking at about, I think it was about two and a half, just about 3, but there's a snow drift going on. So if you have seen the roads out there, they're pretty much maintained. The main roads are maintained, but the back roads are where it's creating a little bit of an issue. There's blanketing snow that's going across, and it's really covering that blacktop, and with the freezing temperatures we're going to be seeing coming in, it's really going to create for a slick commute. So AAA says that it's responsible for drivers to remind yourself that you have to adjust the way you drive, and that means slow down, leave yourself some extra time. I will admit I was a little late to work this morning because my 6-minute commute turned into about a 15-minute commute. Now the roads, you definitely want to make sure that you take some precautions. They're looking at the 4 P's today, and that is protect people, plants, pipes, and pets. You want to make sure that you take care of your pets with salting around and checking in on our neighbors, because you never really know with these storms what they'll do to power lines and the heavy blanketed snow. But AAA is reminding drivers to double check everything in your cars, leave time to clean off the car. It is the law in Rhode Island that you are responsible to clean off your car of any ice and anything that can hinder your vision or create a hazard for anyone else. Now, yesterday we caught up with a AAA spokesperson who wanted to share a couple of tips when dealing with the freezing cold.
Vehicle batteries lose 30% of their power when the outside air temperature is 32 degrees, and we're going to be a lot lower than that. So if you've got a battery that's on the older side, we say 3 to 5 years in territories like ours where it does get cold, you want to make sure that battery is in good working condition.
Now, another reminder that Jillian mentioned is if you have a kid and you plan on going out and doing some sledding or something today, make sure that when you put them in the car seat that you take off their puffy jacket. It can really create problems when you're buckling them in, and we want to make sure that they stay as safe as possible. So Justin and I will be heading out on the roads in the next 20 minutes or so. We'll be giving live reports throughout the morning. I'll make sure to bring my handy dandy ruler so we can take some different measurements throughout the state when we're driving around. That's the latest this morning. Reporting live in East Providence, I'm Joe Cortez, 12 News.
Got hit with snow overnight, so we got this pretty blanket of snow. After the snow clears, the bigger concern is going to be these temperatures. They will be dropping over the next couple of days, as TJ was just talking about. Joe Cortez out and about this morning on the roads, checking them out. He is very latest on the conditions. Where are you now?
Good morning, Patrick. We are on 146 North, heading up to the Woonsocket area. We're seeing the roads are pretty much clear at this point. A few people are driving a little quick around here, so I want to remind you all that it's one of those times where the roads may look clean, but they really are starting. You can start seeing some of that condensation pile up a little bit, so we'll get a live look out here, and I'll switch over to the live look at the road. The conditions are pretty good on the main road. If you are on the side roads right now, they definitely are still blanketed with snow, but Rideout's been using trucks. They have about 145, 146 plows out and about on the road right now, and they will be treating the roads throughout the morning, and there's not going to be much of a commute going on today, but Rideout Chief's engineers, they say that they have 8,000 tons of salt. They've been using a lot of it out here this morning, but conditions are going pretty well. We have seen a lot of plows, a lot of emergency vehicles. No reported crashes right now. We've been checking and looking at Rideout's website for any updates, but a lot of people are driving out and about. There is a decent amount of people on the road for it being a holiday and no school and everything, but yesterday we got a chance to catch up with a few people who were out and about trying to prepare for this storm, and they talked to us about this first storm finally hitting Rhode Island.
I work in Mass, but it's not going to be commute because tomorrow is the President Day. It's a good thing. It's no school. It's no work tomorrow. So we prepare for the best.
Almost the end of January,
Almost
so
February.
We can't complain at all. We've had wonderful weather, and and it's time. It's time to have that snowstorm.
And that first storm has definitely arrived. We'll have more updates when we get up to Woonsocket, and we'll continue to bring you updates on air and online. Be safe out there when you're driving, folks. I always go back to a saying that my grandparents always told me is the car is replaceable and you are not. Now, my grandfather was a race car driver, so take that for what it is. But we are live right now in Breaking News 1. We'll have more update in about 30 minutes. Reporting live, Joe Cortez, 12 News.
All right, thank you, Joe. A few reminders as we deal with the cold, snowy weather. Obviously, you got to dress in layers, limit that time outdoors. Not today so much, but over the next couple of days, it's going to be really dangerously cold. Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday. And before you hit the road, you got to clear that car off any snow or ice. That's a law. And of course, don't crowd the plows that are out there trying to treat the roads. Complete team coverage of this weather right now on WPRI.com. Full list of closings, parking bans. We have live cameras on there as well. Radar. Flight tracker. So far this morning, the weather does not appear to have any impact on any flights in and out of Greene or Logan, so that is certainly good news.